Hey, hope all is well with you. I am LesAnn. You can call me LesAnn. I won't answer because it's still my name. Pretty cool. All right, so we have a task today. I've already actually started on it. It is an alteration. Let's just say, sometimes as a sewist, we probably keep fabric and scraps probably longer than most people keep like certain things in their house. And I'm one of the people. I feel offended to just throw something away. So I'm going to show you this fabric I have. This is a beautiful, beautiful lace. And it was just too beautiful to like get rid of, okay? And I probably will say I've had it for 8, maybe 9 years. And I've probably did 3 projects off of it. Because usually I always buy a little bit more, especially when I'm ordering online, because I am unsure if I need to do matching or something like that, or it's a time limit and I'm worried that I don't have enough to be able to do what I need to do. So I sometimes order more, or it was in a batch. I can't remember where I ordered it from, but it's a gorgeous fabric. Now, I will tell you, you may not be able to see it. Maybe I'll take a good close-up of it. This fabric, this lace, is in certain places, it's heavily sequenced. So running just sewing like willy-nilly with it, you cannot. You got to hand crank. Even when you hand crank, it's a chance in those specific areas. But luckily, this is an alteration, so I got to do more hand work than machine work. I am doing some machine work because I can get inside the dress. So we have this beautiful dress. I will show you to the side the original dress. So she had a vision that she wanted some. Might as well show you. She wanted the lace to go, because it's a draped. She wanted the lace to go across mix section of the dress. And after this is on here, I still have to make her a satin belt bow that is easy for her to put on and off. I couldn't rush to like do this or finish this because there is a side zipper. Usually you have a back zipper, but it has a side zipper, but it also has a corset in the back where you lace it up. Of course, when I seen her vision, I didn't know all of this was here. So it's about being strategic. It's actually already attached in the front. I have attached it down here. It actually goes to a V, so I've actually attached it in place here. I did some hand stitches in some places where I could. I am getting ready to attach it close to the zipper, but not actually, so it's easily accessible. And then what I'm going to do is come around, because it didn't come down as far in the back side. It's a straight across. It's straight across, which is weird. I know why, but being that I am doing this alteration, it doesn't pose a problem. It just, I have to be strategic. Now, with this drape, there's a drape on this side that comes higher on this side. And I had to cut up because I was trying to cut in between the lace. So since that is there, I'm actually probably going to take one of the motifs because it's higher up and it's noticed to me. I don't care if it's noticed to anybody else. It's an OCD issue. Maybe it's a perfection issue. I want everything perfect, but can't always be perfect. Hold on. Well, the camera was about to lose power. That's what it's about to lose. So, being that we have a section right here, it's not as obvious on the screen, but because I had to cut it is the only reason why I noticed it. If it was a piece of the motif, I can kind of cover that spot, I probably just would put it, but I'm gonna actually have to take like a piece that is not attached to something and apply it there. So I'm gonna actually finish going around this, attaching up here and down the side beside the zipper. And then I'm gonna actually turn this where it's folded up so that if you happen to see it, you'll think it's still part of the dress, even though I had to basically give it the illusion that it's supposed to be there. So of course I got to turn the hem up where it's, but I am going to pin it. I probably could use some clips right there because these pins may not be a good idea. And I'm just going to sew it where it has a straight hem. I do have some clear snaps. Maybe if I pull my clear snaps out and attach them, because there's boning right here, attach some clear snaps at the boning, that'll help it stay in place. I think that's what I'm gonna do. It'll stay in place and I don't have to worry about it shifting and moving on her, and it'll look like it's supposed to. I mean, granted, there's a lot to get in this dress, okay? It'll be a lot, but for the technique and the look, to get the look right, I kind of gotta do that. Yes, it's okay. It's one night only, one night. Okay, I know y'all saying she can't sing a lick. No, I can't. I can't sing a talk a tap or sing a lick. So an alteration is about taking what you see and understanding the construction that is already there and what you can use to manipulate it and make it look like it belongs. Like it's always supposed to be there. Nobody has to know that I put snaps on it. Will somebody know there's snaps on it? Of course they'll know. But if I do it well, then it's going to look good. You know, it's all about it making it look good. I got to have it look good. That's me. I don't know how anybody else is, but I like stuff to look good. Actually, like I said, I'm going to go through and attach it up here. Then I will go ahead and put said snap underneath. Maybe just two. The only reason I'm worried about two is I kind of need one at the top and one at the bottom. But when I come and bring this over, the other piece over, it's going to snap on top in the same location. I want it to snap in the same spot. I'm going to snap it. I'm going to put another snap on the other side, on top of it. And then we're going to go ahead and do some hand stitching on the other side. So all of this, before I move on, this part I want to make sure I have completed, because this is the easiest part of for me. The easiest part of the dress is making sure this is in its location and ready. The next thing I have to go do is I am going to be pulling or taking the stitches out. At first I was going to just attach it, but I can't. So I'm going to go in and take the stitches out, and I got to insert some lace. At first we thought it was fine, but it drops pretty low. So I'm actually going to fix that part of it. I've already taken the silicone you may not be able to see the silicone elastic off on this side because I do have to add another piece of fabric right here. We are using the end of the scarf. I don't need much. I just need enough to be able to kind of put a, what you want to call a, basically a, I literally only have to do this. Put it in half and stick it right here. Stick it right here. It's going to actually do a moon shape, or it's going to be straight across, and then it's going to be, it's not big. I don't need a big piece. I just need enough to cover that area, and that's going to be tacked on the outside only because of the fact that I can actually conceal that underneath the silicone piece, which I will be replacing. And I will just go ahead and tack that here and then do the silicone piece back on top. And then we're going to go ahead and add in that lace. But I'm going to go ahead and work on the back first. I'm at the point where I'm getting ready to put the piece on the top of the dress. I just needed to be able to get the dress on the mannequin so I can see the top part in order to put it. There's a seam right here. It's a drop waist dress. So I am laying the lace so that it's actually folded across that line. That's why, so it's not just floating. Float on. I don't want to float. I'm pinning it in place because I'm going to actually come around and stitch. So I want to fix it so that I can, there's a piece of boning. Piece of boning right here. I want to be able to lay this down into this spot so that when I hand sew it, it's not going to move and it easily can go. Yeah, I got so focused that I forgot to turn the camera back on. I don't know if I told y'all. Yeah, I'm hot and cold at the same time. That happens with me. So I've gotten to the point where I gotta make her belt that goes with this. So this is about, I think it's 4 1/4 or 4 1/2 inches wide strip. It's about 27 inches long. I'm actually gonna cut some off. I just cut a piece. This is again another piece of fabric that I had. I had a project. Somebody needed an alteration done to a dress, and they left the rest of the dress. It's a great satin. It's a stretch satin. It works perfectly. So I'm making her belt. I have started the bow portion. I was trying to decide whether or not this was too big or not. I don't know if this is too big. I may have to actually, I'm not for sure. I don't know. I sort of think it's too big, but I sort of don't feel like making it smaller. But it sort of kind of does, you don't kind of know until you put it on the person. That's the downfall with certain things. So I'm thinking that maybe it needs to be a little bit smaller, but it's supposed to be a statement piece at the same time. So I have made the little, where it looks like it's bow being tied. I'm going to actually take and sew the ends, sew across the ends so they don't unravel, because after so much time, guess what happens? Things try to unravel. I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to just probably do them like this, kind of angular, and then attach, because the next piece will go around it to scrunch it. That is the easiest way to make a bow, because of how long I was using pieces. That's the other thing. I wasn't gonna waste time doing like trying to make a whole long piece to tie the bow. No, we're not doing that. So I just needed another piece that was wide enough to literally wrap around the middle of this bow. So I gotta go to the sewing machine and tack. And I'm just sewing it. I mean, it's a piece. That's it. It's too long. I'm not worried about that. Like I said, I'm gonna go and do a stitch straight across the top. Not gonna move, y'all. Stitch right across, but I do want it kind of sit like that. So I already did. So I basically took a piece of fabric and folded it, sewed it into a tube and folded it, and put a little dent. The reason why I put the little dent or sewed it like this is because every time I've done these bows, sometimes they lose, like they start to be something you fiddle with. So to avoid the fiddling, I'm doing it that way. And so all I'm probably going to do is actually sew these in place so they don't move. Much better. Okay. So only thing left is to tack this down, and then I'll attach it to the belt and determine the size it needs to be. And I'll show that in the end. This ain't the best position, but this is the only position I can kind of put you in because my other phone died. Okay, so this is the dress. Now, it looks a little lopsided because she cannot fit on this mannequin. Young lady is smaller than this mannequin. Hips part works, but the top part can't close it. Can't close it. It's okay. It's fine. It's more or less trying to give y'all an idea of what it looks like. Here is this. It's on the top. I hope I pulled it up high enough. I believe I did. Then she wanted a belt. I have not put the snap on it. I still got to play with that part. But she wanted it to go around the waist. So I can grab the right thing. The snap is going to be real easy to do. Like I said, she's much smaller. The cool thing about this fabric, it is a stretch satin. So I'm going to actually make it a little bit smaller than her so that it'll stay in place. I'm just going to stick a pin in it. I'm going to actually put the snap like right in the middle of the bow so it'll sit flat. But it gives her the capability to move it where she wants. Oh, that looks really nice. It looks really nice. So as far as the back is concerned, what happens is I did do 3 snaps for this piece first to actually meet the boning in the back, and then I put 2 more snaps on the other side so that when she puts it on at the top and bottom, it doesn't flop. It doesn't matter that it doesn't need one in the middle on this one. It just needs the top and the bottom, because with this being in the middle, it'll, as they say, snatch it in. And that's pretty much it. It actually has turned out better than I thought. Well, I knew it was going to look nice, but it was just a matter of making sure it looked good. Not just look nice, but look good. So, all right, y'all. Hopefully I showed enough of doing the bow. This part, putting the lace on it, it's more hand. It's just basically a lot of hand work. I did stitch some of it with the machine, but not a whole lot. It was just doing floating stitches to secure it in different places. And the top, I did open it up to insert this lace. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully I'll have an ending picture of her in it so y'all can see the finished look. So, alteration done. Oh, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate y'all. I know sometimes I don't come on and say it at the end, but I appreciate y'all watching. If you learned anything, you was entertained by me, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. What do? I play with fabric. That's pretty much it. I like to play with fabric. Y'all have a good one. Deuces.